right, it's time to bring in NewsNation contributor George Will. George, great to speak with you again. All right, we just heard from Kelly Meyer there. You know, Manafort thinks this FBI search only increases the odds of Trump running in 2024. What do you think?
Well, Manafort's guessing, but it's not an unreasonable guess because the search of Mar-a-Lago did two things. It probably stimulated the normal pugnacity of Mr. Trump that he might want to carry into a campaign, and it fired up his base. Mr. Trump is always responsive to his base, sometimes only to his base, but the base matters, and the base really now feels that this has become not just a political campaign, but a crusade against evildoers in what they call the deep state. So I think it's likely. However, I'm not sure that Mr. Trump's ego can stand a second loss. And I think before he plunges, he's going to want to be really sure that he has a good chance to win. And it's hard for him to do that because he does not know who his opponent's going to be. He may be assuming that Mr. Biden will run again, but that too is a guess.
All right, so let's talk about, you know, these fired up bases here and today's primaries. Many of them this summer have been called referendums on former President Trump. Would you say today's primary in Florida is a referendum on current Governor DeSantis?
I suppose it is, yes, but it's awfully hard to imagine Mr. DeSantis losing to either of the people opposing him. Governor Christ was governor. I'm not sure that people wanted a retread out there. Now, some Floridians might be a little surly about the fact that Mr. DeSantis is courting one office, the governorship, and a second term, while at the same time seeking pretty publicly the possibility of running for another, the presidency. That said, I think Floridians are going to set up Mr. DeSantis for be a strong contender for the Republican nomination if such a contest there is. And I suspect here, I'm guessing, I can concede, but my guess is that Mr. DeSantis is himself pretty pugnacious and might well run against Mr. Trump even if Trump runs.
Yeah, we will certainly see what happens there. Okay, let's go from Florida up north to New York now. There's this battle of these, you know, new progressive candidates backed by Bernie Sanders versus more establishment Democrats with, you know, these decades of experience in Congress. Is this another instance of progressive policies on the ballot?
I think it is. The people in New York are progressive. It's a very progressive electorate. It's also worth bearing in mind that it's August. What kind of person goes out to vote in August in a primary? The answer is intense, ideologically committed, passionate partisans. So I think that's an advantage. The August itself is an advantage for the more progressive people on the ballot. Of course, some of these differences are a little hard to discern. It's a difference between vanilla ice cream and vanilla bean ice cream and French vanilla ice cream. It's all vanilla.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.